Hello friends, in this session I discuss on data cleaning techniques which comes under the data preprocessing techniques. Data preprocessing is a frequently ignored but important steps in data mining process. The phase garbage in, garbage out is particularly applicable to data mining and machine learning. Data gathering methods are often loosely controlled, resulting in out of range values, impossible data combinations, missing values, etc. Analyzing data that has not been carefully screened for such problems can produce misleading results. Therefore, the representation and quality of data is first and foremost before running an analysis. If there is much irrelevant and redundant information present or noisy and unreliable data, then knowledge discovery during the training phase is more difficult. Data preparation and filtering steps can take a considerable amount of processing time. Data preprocessing includes cleaning, normalization, transformation, further extraction and selection, etc. The product of data preprocessing is the final training sets. Based on that, I start this session on data preprocessing. So, what is data preprocessing? Data preprocessing is a data mining techniques that involves transforming raw data into an understandable format. Real world data is frequently incomplete, means lacking attributes values or certain attributes of interest or containing only aggregate data. Next is noisy, means containing errors or outliers value that departs from the expected. And last one is inconsistent, means containing difference in the department codes used to organize items. Data preprocessing is a proven method of resolving such issue. Data preprocessing prepares raw data for further processing. Data preprocessing is used database-driven application such as customer relationship management and rule-based applications like neural networks. Based on that, I start our main topic of today's session, data cleaning. So, what is data cleaning? Data that is to be analyzed by data mining techniques can be incomplete, lacking attributes value or certain attributes of interest or containing only aggregate data. Noisy means containing errors or outliers value which depart from the expected. And inconsistent means containing difference in the department codes used to categorize items. Incomplete, noisy, and inconsistent data are commonplace properties of large real-world database and data warehouse. Incomplete data can occur for a number of reasons. Attribute of interest may not always be available, such as customer information for sales transaction data. Other data may not be included simply because it was not considered important at the time of entry. Relevant data may not be decoded due to the misunderstanding or because of equipment malfunctions. Data that were inconsistent with other record data may have been deleted. Furthermore, the recording of the history or modification to the data have been overlooked. Missing data, particularly for tuples, which missing value for some attributes may need to be indicated. Data can be noisy, having incorrect attributes value due to the following. The data collection instrument used by the faulty. There may have been human or computer errors occurring at the data entry. Errors in data transmission can also occur. There may be technology limitation such as limited buffer size for coordinating synchronized data transfer and consumptions. Incorrect data may also return from inconsistency in naming convention or data codes used. Duplicate tuples also require data cleaning. Data cleaning routines work to clean the data by filling in missing values, smoothing noisy data, identifying or removing outliers, and resolving inconsistencies. Dirty data can reason confusion for the mining procedure, although most mining routines have some procedure for dealing with incomplete or noisy data. They are not always robust. Instead, they may concentrate on avoiding overfitting the data to functioning being modeled. Therefore, a useful pre-processing step is to run your data through some data cleaning routines. Now, I explain benefits of data cleaning. Here are several key benefits that come out of the data cleaning process. First is it removes major errors and inconsistencies that are predictable when multiple sources of data are gathering pulled into one database. Next is using tools to clean up data will make everyone more efficient since they will be able to quickly get what they need from the data. So I hope you can understand the concept of data cleaning. Now I explain different techniques which is used in data cleaning. So first technique is missing value. If it is noted that there are many tuples that have not recorded value for several attributes, then the missing value can be filled in for the attribute by various methods. In real world data, there are some instances where a particular element is absent because of various reasons such as corrupt data, failure to load the information, or incomplete extraction, or handling the missing value in one of the greatest challenge faced by analysts because making the right decision on how to handle it generated robust data models. See in figure, we have different data value in different label. We can see missing value in particular labels. So how we can fill this value? For that, we have used different method. Like first is ignore the tuples. This is usually done when the class label is missing, assuming the mining task involve classification or descriptions. This method is not very effective unless the tuple contains several attributes with missing values. It is especially poor when the percentage of missing value per attributes varying significantly. Or this method is also known as deleting rows. This method is commonly used to handle the null values. Here, we either delete a particular row if it has a null value for a particular feature and a particular column if it has more than 70 to 75 percentage of missing values. This method is avoids only when there are enough sample in the data sets. One has to make sure that after we have deleted the data, there is no addition of base. Removing the data will lead to loss of information, which will not give the expected result while predicting the output. Now we have seen advantage of this concept. First is complete removal of data with missing values, result in robust and highly accurate model. Next is deleting a particular row or a column with no specific information is better since it does not have a high weightage. Now, disadvantage of this concept. First is loss of information and data. Next is work poorly if the percentage of missing value is high. If we can say 30% compared to the whole data set. Now, next is fill in the missing value manually. In general, this approach is time consuming and may not be feasible give a large data set with many missing value. Now, next is use a global constant to fill in the missing value. Means replace all missing attributes value by the same constant, such as a label like unknown or infinite. If missing value are replaced by say unknown, then the missing program may mistakenly think that they form an interesting concept since they all have a value in common, that of unknown. Like seen figure, NaN is missing value for table 1. I replace it with the value 0 in table 2. So this way we have used the global constant to fill the missing value. Or this method is also known as assigning an unique category. A categorical feature will have a short number of possibilities, such as gender, for example. Since they have a short number of class, we can assign another class of the missing values. Here, the future cabin and embarked have missing value, which can be replaced with the new category, say U, for unknown. This strategy will add more information into the data set, which will result in change of variation. Now, advantage of this concept is less possibility with one extra category, resulting in low variance after one sizing and coding. Since it is unconditional, next is neglect the loss of data by adding an unique category. Disadvantage of this concept is adds less variance. Next is add another feature to the model while encoding, which may result in poor performance. Now, next is use the attribute mean to fill in the missing value, or this method is also known as replacing with mean or median or mode value. These strategies can be applied on a future which has numerical data like the age of a person or the ticket fare. We can calculate the mean, median, or mode of the future and replace it with the missing values. This is an approximation which can add variance to the data set, but the loss of the data can be negated by these methods, which crops better results compared to the removal of row and columns. Replacing with the above three approximation are a statistical approach of handling the missing values. This method is also called a lacking the data while training. Another way is to approximate it with the deviation of neighboring value. This works better if the data is linear. Say in figure, NaN is a missing value in table 1. I replaced it with the value of mean of that column. Now we have seen advantage of this concept is this is a better approach when the data size is small. Next is it can prevent data loss which result in removal of the rows and columns. Now, disadvantage of this concept is inputting the approximation at variation and base works properly compared to other multiple imputation methods. Now, next is use the attribute mean for all samples belonging to the same class as the given tuples. This concept is similar as last discussed techniques. Now, next is use the most probable value to fill in the missing value. This may be determined with inference-based tools using a Bayesian formalism or decision tree induction. Or this method is also known as predicting the missing values. Using the future which do not have missing values, we can predict the nulls with the help of machine learning algorithms. This method may result in better accuracy unless a missing value is expected to have a very high variation. We will be using linear regression to replace the nulls in the future age using other available features. One can experiment with different algorithms and check which gives the best accuracy instead of sticking to a single algorithm. Advantage of this concept is inputting the missing variable is an improvement as long as the base of the same is smaller than the omitted variable base. Next is produce unbased estimated of the model parameters. Now we have discussed the disadvantage of this concept is base also areas when an incomplete conditioning set is used for a categorical variable. Next is considered only a proxy of the true values. Note that method 3 to 6 base the data. The field in value may not be corrected. Method 6, however, is a popular strategy in comparing to the others method. It used the most information from the present data to predict missing value. So This way we can fill the missing value. Now, I have discussed our next concept of data cleaning is noisy data. Noise is a random error or variation in a measured variable given a numeric attribute such as say price. How can the data be smooth? To remove the noise. For that, we can use different data smoothing techniques. Like first is binning methods. Binning methods smooth a sorted data value by consulting the neighborhood or value around it. The sorted value are distributed into a number of buckets or bins because binning methods consult the neighborhood of values. They perform local smoothing value around it. I explain this method with the help of example. Here I discuss binning method for data smoothing. The binning method can be used for smoothing data. Mostly, data is full of noise. Data smoothing is a data preprocessing technique using a different kind of algorithm to remove the noise from the data sets. This allows important pattern to stand out. Now, I have take one database like unsorted data for price in dollars. Before sorting database like 8, 16, 9, 15, 21, 21, 24, 30, 26, 27, 30, 34. Now we have applied data binning methods for smoothing the data. So step 1 is first of all sort the data. So after sorting database like 8, 9, 15, 16, 21, 21, 24, 26, 27, 30, 30, and 34. Now, in step 2, we have applied smoothing the data by equal frequency of bins. Means we have create a equal number of data of bin. Like bin 1 contain 8, 9, 15, and 16. Bin 2 contain 21, 21, 24, 26. Bin 3 contain 27, 30, 30, 34. So here I have created 3 bin of equal data and it is a answer of step 2. Now in step 3, we have applied smoothing by bin mean. For bin 1 contain 8 plus 9 plus 50 plus 16 divided by 4. So answer is 12. Here 4 indicate the total values like 8, 9, 15 and 16. So answer of bin 1 is 12, 12, 12 and 12 means 4 times 12 because bin 1 contain 4 values. For bin 2 contain 21 plus 21 plus 24 plus 26 divided by 4. So answer is 23. So answer of bin 2 is 23, 23, 23 and 23 means 4 times 23. For bin 3 contain 27 plus 30 plus 30 plus 34 divided by 4. So answer is 30. So answer of bin 3 is 30, 30, 30 and 30 means 4 times 30. So bin 1, 2 and 3 is the answer of this step. Now we have applied step 4, smoothing by bin boundaries. We have bin 1 contain 8, 9, 15 and 16 value. Bin 2 contain 21, 21, 24, 26 value. Bin 3 contain 27, 30, 30 and 34 value. So how to smooth data by bin boundary? You need to pick the minimum and maximum value. Put the minimum on the left side and maximum on the right side. Now, what will happen to the middle value? Middle value is bin boundaries. Move to its closest neighbor value with less distance. Now, here we have see our original bin, like bin 1 contain 8, 9, 15 and 16. Bin 2 contain 21, 21, 24, 26. And bin 3 contain 27, 30, 30 and 34. Now, I have applied bin boundary technique for this database. Before bin boundary, bin 1 is 8, 9, 15 and 16 values. Here, 1 is the minimum value and 16 is the maximum value for that bin. So 9 is near to 8. So 9 will be treated as 8 and 15 is more near to 16 and further away from 8. So 15 will be treated as 16. So after bin boundary, bin 1 is 8, 8, 16 and 16. Before bin boundary, bin 2 is 21, 21, 24, 26. After bin boundary, bin 2 is 21, 21, 26, 26. Before bin boundary, bin 3 contain is 27, 30, 30, 34. After bin boundary, bin 3 is 27, 27, 27, 34. So this way we have solved this binning method. Here you can see the answer of this sum. I hope you can understand how to solve this binning method for noisy data. Now I explain advantage of data smoothing. First is data smoothing clear the understandability of different important hidden pattern in the data set. Next is data smoothing can be used to help predict trends. Prediction is very helpful for gathering the right decision at the right time. Next is data smoothing helps in getting accurate result from the data. Now, I explain disadvantage of data smoothing. First is data smoothing does not always provide a clear explanation of the pattern among the data. Next is it is possible that certain data points being ignored by focusing the other data points. Now we have seen another example of binning for data smoothing. For that we have sorted data for age like 3, 7, 8, 13, 22, 22, 22, 26, 26, 28, 30 and 37. So in step 1, we have find smooth the data by equal frequency bins. So in these steps, we have divide the data into equal number of data in bin like this. So bin 1 contain 3, 7, 8, 13. Bin 2 contain 22, 22, 22, 26. Bin 3 contains 26, 28, 30, 37. Now, in next step, we have smooth the data by bin mean. For that, we have find the mean of every bin. So, answer of bin 1 is 8, 8, 8, 8. Bin 2 answer is 23, 23, 23, 23. Bin 3 answer is 30, 30, 30 and 30. Now, in next step, we have smooth the data by bin boundaries. For that, we have find the boundaries of every bin. So, answer of bin 1 is 3, 3, 3 and 13. Bin 2 answer is 22, 22, 22, 26. Bin 3 answer is 26, 26, 26 and 37. So this way we have find out the solution of smoothing of equal number of data in bin. Now we have see the next method of smoothing is equal number of width. For that, the algorithm divides the data into k intervals of equal size. The width of interval is W is equal to max minus mean divided by k. Here, max is maximum number of value of given data sets and mean is minimum number of value of given data sets and k is value of how many bin we have created. Now, we have see the example of equal frequency and width. Here we have see data 0, 4, 12, 16, 16, 18, 24, 26, 28. First, we have applied equal width. For that, we have applied the equation W is equal to max minus mean divided by K. So here, maximum value is 28 and minimum value is 0. And we have created a 3 bin of that data. So based on the equation, we have applied max minus mean divided by k equation for that data. So answer is 9.33. So it is near about 10. For that, we have generate range for bin 1 is 0, 10. For bin 2, range is 11, 20. For bin 3, range is 21, 30. For similar, we have find out the range for equal frequency. So in bin 1, we have create the range 0 to 12. In bin 2, we have create the range like 13 to 18. And bin 3, we have create the range like 19 to 28. So this way we have solved this binning method. I hope you can understand how to solve this binning method for noisy data. Now, I have discussed our next point is clustering. Outlier may be detected by clustering, where similar values are organized into groups or clusters. I explain this clustering techniques with example. See in figure, I have take one cluster of different age people In this cluster, we have see three types of dots like red, green and black. These dots are based on the different age people, age in between 12 to 70 years. Red dot indicates young age people between 11 to 25 age of years. Green dot indicate middle age people between 26 to 15 years of age. Remaining black dot indicate age of people 51 to 70 years. Now, we have created young and middle age cluster based on our main cluster like this. Here we have C, black dots which is indicate age of people 51 to 70 years is not include any cluster like young and middle age cluster. So it's called outliers. So I hope you can understand the concept of clustering. Now, next point is combined computer and human inspection. Outlier may be identified through a combination of computer and human inspection. In one application, for example, an information theoretical measure was used to help identify outlier pattern in a handwritten characters database of classification. The measure's value reflected the surprise content of the predicted characters label with respect to the known label. Outlier patterns may be informative, like identify useful data expression such as different versions of characters like 0 or 7. Here 0 can be similar like O, or we can say others value like garbage. For misleading characters, patterns whose surprise content is above the threshold are output to the list. A human can then sort through the pattern in the list of identify the actual garbage ones. So next point is regression. Data can be smoothed by fitting the data to a function such as with regression. Linear regression involves finding the baseline to fit two variables so that one variable can be used to predict the other. Multiple linear regression is an extension of linear regression where more than two variables are involved and that data are fitted to a multidimensional surface. Using regression to find a mathematical equation to fit the data helps smooth out the noise. So this way data cleaning processes work. So thank you friends watching this video. I hope you can understand the working of data cleaning process. Thank you.